and welcome to Never Mind the Buzzcocks. You know, it's very difficult to think of a new way of saying hello each week, so as it's the last in the present series, why don't we take a look back at some of the best?
Hello there, and welcome to the exciting new series of Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Hello there, and welcome to Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Hello there, good evening, and welcome to Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Some classics there. Wasn't my hair silly? Phil's first guest is modern pop star and MySpace hussy, Lily Allen. Lily was expelled from 5 schools. At 14, she ran away to go to Glastonbury and she pushed pills in Ibiza. Well, I stole my brother's Care Bear and I don't go on about it. And he's still looking for it, you square. His second guest is 80s pop star and party man Steve Strange. Steve took part in Celebrity Scissorhands for Children in Need. It was an unusual reality show, in there it had no winner, but 9 losers. Steve and Lily Philstein, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. Phil's first guest is saucy pop minx and fertile mother of 2, Jamelia. In 2004, Jamelia wore a £400,000 diamond-encrusted dress to the Mobos. She almost looked $750,000. His second guest is Welsh comedian Mark Watson. Mark pretends to be Welsh in his act, but he's actually from Bristol. Well, most comedians have things they don't want anyone to know. In real life, I'm a Muslim, Russell Brand is celibate, and Jimmy Carr is actually quite funny. Mark and Jamelia Philstein, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We begin with the welcome return of What Have We Pixelated? In this part of the show, the teams are shown a music video in which an item has been pixelated, and they have to guess, what have we pixelated? It was a big hit last time. Phil, Lily and Steve, here's yours. Everybody hates her, but we don't know her at all, really. So let's stop judging her. It's Catherine Zeta-Jones, the enigmatic twat head. So that was Cathy Zeta-Jones with Arms of Love, but what have we pixelated?
Well, we think she's just done a gig in the whorehouse because, as you can see, she's leaving an area of Cardiff called Splot, and that's where all the working girls work. So
I should explain, Steve is a recovering heroin addict. I think that's important to say right from the beginning. You've recovered?
Of course I have.
I read you once spent £100,000 on heroin.
In a day, yeah.
Did you take it in a day?
Yeah.
No.
He's winking there, but it looks like a relapse.
A relapse would be more like this.
This whole video is very odd because they seem to be filming it, if you look here.
In some kind of warehouse.
Well, in the background there's that odd ship's wheel, so it actually looks like the Antiques Roadshow to me. More like.
Where she met Michael.
How much is this worth? This whole thing?
Fucking millions!
Looks like a really, really old branch of the Carphone warehouse, though, if you look at those big boxes in the background.
Whorehouse, Carphone whorehouse.
Or the Nokia shop, as we call it.
Yeah, knocking her up, right?
Future's bright, her husband's orange.
Oh, man. So anyway, the game is...
What have we pixelated?
What have we pixelated?
I think it's her morals.
We know. I think it's a picture of her because she's so in love with John Leslie, and she's like cuddling this mirror image.
Not anymore. Not anymore, Steve. Probably when you last had a nap, she probably was in love with John Leslie. Is it a panda? A little bear?
I think it's a mirror image of a disco ball.
Mirror? No, you know we've pixelated it.
Did the late 90s look like this to you, Steve?
Yeah, very much so.
I need an answer from you.
I can't even begin to imagine what she's leaning on. A panda.
A panda, is that what you're going with?
A panda.
Might as well.
OK, let's see if you're right, shall we? No, not a panda. So you're wrong.
Oh, well.
After Catherine sued Hello for printing photos of her wedding, some people said she was a cynical, vain, gold-digging hypocrite. Yeah. Lily, of course, is renowned for slagging off people in the press. Hey, forget about the pixelation. It's now time to play. Who is Lily saying this about? Fingers on buzzers. He has to be exterminated. Yes.
Christopher Berg.
I know the answer.
Doctor Who.
No, Lily tells the answer.
It's Pete Doherty, but can I explain myself quickly?
No,
Briefly.
fingers on buzzers. I would kick her over and then stab her in the ear. Yes.
Princess Michael of Kent.
Yes.
Judith Chalmers.
No, you haven't got anything against Judith Chalmers, have you? Yes.
Peaches?
Peaches Geldof is correct.
Yeah.
You'd stab her in the ear.
Why here?
They said to me in a radio interview they went...
Always someone else, isn't it?
Stab Peaches anywhere on her body. Where would you stab her?
They said, if you and Peaches go into a fight, who would win? And I said, I probably would. They said, how would you do it? I said, well, I'd kick her down to the floor until some white, snotty blood came out of her face, and then I would stab her in the ear.
Well, that's much better.
That's all right.
You can contextualise it. It makes much more sense. Who's next?
The most overrated person in pop history. Strange.
Victoria Beckham.
She's overrated?
Very much so.
It was Madonna. She's a relationship ruiner. Javine is a slag.
Amelia.
Oh, dear.
That was actually about Javine, but Jamelia talking about Javine. Jamelia, outspoken Jamelia. How could you say such a thing?
No, she really is a slag, though. I've
Fair enough. Okay.
sorry.
Right, Bill, Jamelia and Mark, here's yours.
Still fighting over everything you left
I love Robbie Williams. I think he's a great entertainer. Angels was the first dance at my wedding, and anyone who criticises him is just jealous. Who am I? I'm an idiot. That was Robbie Williams with Advertising Space. But what have we pixelated?
Is it Pete Burns, but it's not pixelated?
Have you met Robbie at all? Have you ever met Robbie, Jamelia?
Yeah, I have actually.
Have you?
Yeah. I met him at
Where'd you meet him?
I met him at the Brit Awards, like, well, a couple of years ago when I performed there.
Did he try it on with you?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
What did he say?
And yeah, he was like, oh, you know, you're one of the most gorgeous women I've ever met, and I was like, okay, you know, it wasn't very original.
So Robbie just said he went, you're the most beautiful.
Yeah, but-
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, it seemed pretty,
And he turned to the next guy and went, no, you! Beautiful woman in the world. Most beautiful woman in the world.
You were intending to marry him, so you get a surname at last.
I think you made the right decision. You'd rather be a wag, of course.
Oh, get lost.
What?
You bastard.
Do you not like being called a wag?
No, I don't. I'm not one.
But you are a girlfriend of a footballer.
Yeah,
Luckily,
but-
you're more famous than him, so I guess you wouldn't be classed as a wag.
Well,
We are
like-
fortunate that he's not a
Yeah.
very good footballer.
He's a good footballer, but I'm just a better singer. Well,
Hey! That's you told. Is there two people in it? Is there two
Yeah,
people in
there's
there?
a tiny. Looks like there's a tiny person.
A tiny
it does.
little person. Is it Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise? It's,
So, Jamelia,
yeah.
you called Javina slag.
Yes,
Why
I
would you? Last year's Eurovision entry for this country.
Yeah, exactly. And look where that got us, for God's sake.
Eurovision wasn't the only thing that was entered that night.
If you don't know the story, she went off with Alicia of Mystique's husband, MC Harvey. So we are starting a war with the So Solid crew here. I don't know if you... There's only 5 of them left. I think we can take them.
Exactly.
Simon, we can't take on the crew.
Yeah, we can, Bill. What about it? Why don't Bill and I come over and sleep with your wives? Yeah. Phil, he's loaded and ready to go. Let's go. Coming over with my sex men.
Yeah. I have the ears of death.
And I have a penis. What have you got, Phil?
I've got £300 that you probably won't be able to get from underneath. It's not a shag, it's more a fight for survival, and you want it.
Really, what do you reckon? Some slang.
In fact, I'm not mentioning her name again because she's getting more fame and that's what she wants.
Yeah, let's not give Javine any publicity. Because I like you. I like Alicia. Javine was one of the most boring people I've ever interviewed. And I've interviewed Ronan Keating. Okay.
Is it to do with Elvis? He's pretending to be Elvis.
It could be to do with Elvis. That's a good road to go down.
Later on in the video, he dies on the toilet.
What do you reckon? Priscilla Presley?
Yeah.
I reckon...
Priscilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Priscilla Presley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're right.
You had that look upon your face, advertising space, and no one learned.
So you're quite right. We pixelated a mannequin of Priscilla Presley. 1 point to you. When Robbie Williams performed on a French TV show in 2003, the fire alarm went off throughout the entire song. The fire alarm received a standing ovation. They went on to crack America. Next up, it's the intros round. Phil and Lily, here are yours for Steve Strange from the 80s.
OK, here we go.
Oh, we look like the 2 Ronnies.
Anonymous scoring.
Ready, Steve?
Yeah.
OK.
Ding 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 ding. 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 Na 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 na.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
My prerogative.
Let's see how she found it. Good work. People were really impressed there. People thought you were just losing your mind. And then you just came out with the answer, like some sort of like Rain Man moment. Okay. It was a very good one. I'm going to pass it over.
Is it the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
What
With
song?
Can't Stop.
correct. Let's hear how it should have sounded. So that was Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers. When Anthony Kiedis was a child, his father showed him how he'd grown one of his fingernails long to use as a Coke spoon and another short to be a pussy-friendly finger. Some things I'm unable to read. Stephen Fry wouldn't read pussy-friendly finger. We also heard My Prerogative by Bobby Brown. In 2003, at a Miami restaurant, Bobby Brown ordered 3 plates of clams, started crying hysterically, then jumped on a table and started singing with clams dribbling out of his mouth. And for viewers at home, the answer is A, cocaine. Not as some of you thought. B, love of clams. OK, Bill and Jamelia, here are yours for Mark Watson.
Ah, right.
Thanks.
Hang on, Jamelia didn't like the throw.
No, it's fine.
No, I'll do it again.
It's fine.
I'll do it again, Jamie! Bill and Jamelia, here are yours for Mark.
That's better. Thank you.
He didn't look like C3PO there.
Let's go somewhere else. This quiz is too dangerous.
Okay, so this is two. Here we go, right?
Okay.
All right. Can you do it?
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, is it Lily?
Not Lily.
No.
Do it again. This time, Jamelia, do the sexy moves like in the video.
Moves.
With all the bottom and all that.
And I'll provide the eye candy.
I've got to try and concentrate on the song.
Right.
I need moves.
You need moves. I
need
can't.
moves. I need moves.
I'm really rubbish.
Come on,
at that.
Jamelia, we're competing with I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here, for God's sake.
I'll try to get you rolled on. You are one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in a
Come on, we'll all do the bit from your video where you writhe around the sofa. Go on. You sing, I'll do it.
Ding 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 ding
Didn't really help, Simon. Didn't really help.
Did that not help?
No, if anything, it hindered me. I almost think I'm not going to get it.
I'm going to pass it over now.
Thank you. Scissors, sister.
Is what song?
Still there.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Correct, that's how it should have sounded.
You won't know, it was my fault. It was my fault. Yeah.
Come on, Jamelia. Yeah. From the bottom, come on, show the bottom, Jamelia. We're competing with ITV. Come on. There we go.
You're making knock my tea over. Gosh.
That's not sexy. Gonna make me knock my tea over.
It's the tea that made me just do all that. Sorry,
Is it the same tea Amy Winehouse was drinking?
Yeah.
it's not that strong.
Amy Wine Lake. Right, so, right, you love this one, right?
Iggy Pop. It's great, whatever.
You know this, Watson.
Oh, is it in the charts? It's modern, isn't it? It's modern music. It's modern pop music.
Modern pop.
It's what are they called? What are they called? Overrated. It's something like Razorlight.
With?
Oh, the song.
Yes.
Don't you dare give me a clue.
Oh, I don't want a clue. I'll get the name.
Yeah.
It's like, is it going to be? It's going to be all right in the morning.
Yes!
In the morning.
Yes!
It's going to be all right.
Yes! Here it should have sounded. Yes. So that was In the Morning by Razorlight. Razorlight's Johnny Burrell has a reputation for being arrogant, although he did say meeting Nelson Mandela was amazing. He even asked Mandela to play with Razorlight, but he refused. I don't think you heard me. I'm offering you the chance to be in Razorlight, the most important band in the world ever. I did Live 8. What have you ever done for Africa? We also heard Filthy Gorgeous by Scissor Sisters. The Scissor Sisters' first album was banned from Walmart in America because of its obscene lyrics. Fair enough. Decent Americans don't need to hear that sort of thing when buying their assault rifle and an AZ of local schools. Right. Round 3 is the Identity Parade. Phil, Lily and Steve, we have a 90s dance music trio for you, for the audience only. Here's the Freestylers featuring Tenafly with B-Boy Stance.
Why you want to chuck it on we? Y'all say nothing on the community. You might frighten them, but you don't frighten we. Mr. Badman. Why you want to chuck it on we? Y'all say nothing on the community. You might frighten them, but you don't frighten we. Mr. Badman.
So that was Tenafly back in 1998. But can you guess where he is in our lineup? Is number 1 Tenafly? Number 2 Tenor Lady? Number 3, Tenor Turner. Number 4, tenor for half an hour, but no kissing. Or number 5, tenor, 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 Batman. Go ahead.
Number 3 kind of nodded his head in a kind of way that was like, yeah, this is.
I was nodding my head, and I wasn't tenor fly.
Yeah,
It's like
he was nodding his head.
it's kind of like if Westwood directed Ski Sunday.
Lily, of course. I realised we haven't asked you your opinion of Jamelia, fellow pop star Jamelia. What do you think of her? What could it be?
I think she is amazing.
So...
Although, can I just butt in? I always say that I love Lily, I think she's wicked. But I did ask for an edited version of Lily's album for my daughter. And Lily said that she hopes she's not paying for it, which
No, I just
felt a bit bad
I
about.
just said. Not being funny to Amelia, but I didn't make my album for your child.
Make her out for your child.
Call her a slag, call her a slag.
Yeah.
Cheapskate, as the word you're looking around.
No, it's not. It's going through a whole mastering process. Mastering suites cost thousands of pounds.
Let's go and master machine.
You can do it on a laptop now, surely, can't you, with a couple of bongos or something?
You hate Jamelia's child?
No, she doesn't. No, she did not say that.
She did say that. She implied it. She implied it.
I did not
Yeah.
say that.
No,
Anyway, can I just say, I don't see the problem with a bit of swearing.
And
I think children should have a little bit of swearing in their lives.
You did. Nothing wrong with you. Gentleman, lady, I need an answer.
Number 3.
You're going for number 3?
Number 4. Number 4 is going to go back to 223 Baker Street. Holmes, I was in the line-up tonight. Who's mine? Number 3.
You're saying number 3. Let's see. Would the real tenor fly please take a step forward? With the new album coming out later this month. Tenor fly, ladies and gentlemen. Bill, Jamelia and Mark, we have a 60s Mersey beat band for you. For the audience only, here are the Mojos with Everything's Alright.
Everything's alright. Everything's alright. Everything's alright. Let me give you loving like nobody can. Let me give you loving like nobody can. Let me give you loving like nobody can.
That was the Mojos with their top 10 hit Everything's Alright. But which of our lineup is guitarist and backing vocalist Nick Crouch? Is number 1 Mojo? Number 2 Hobo? Number 3 Yoko Ono? Number 4 oh no? Or number 5 just because she dances go-go, don't make her
I thought that 1 did a sort of sentimental smile when the song was playing. As if to say, this was mine. Or, I remember this, but it wasn't mine. So inconclusive, really.
I think number 5 is the proprietor of a remote guest house. Yes, there's room in the East Wing. Would you like me to run you a bar? Breakfast is served between 7 and 7:03. On my back.
You know, there's a bit of a division between... Some of them have got sparkly jackets, some of them jackets. And I think there's a clue there.
And number 4 is a mixture of the two.
Hang on, there was a clue there from Steve Strange.
He just pointed it at all of them.
Yes.
And I think he's right. I think one of them... It will be one of them, yeah, definitely. Be a major shock if it's Lily. No.
Number 1.
1, I think it's 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
I think he's made the effort. I mean, I know you've all made the effort. Sorry.
Well, they're not naked, though. They're not standing there in
No, but
underpants.
He looks like
you know, he's really like it is I.
Do you think that's how he talks? It is I!
Let's see if you're right, shall we? Would the real Nick Crouch please make himself known?
Yeah!
Point, you have a point. There you are. Still playing and teaching guitar, Nick Crouch, ladies and gentlemen. So we end with next lines. Bill's team, you are in the lead. You get to go first. Your time begins now. He's dirty to the bone.
Beware of the dog.
He's correct. Beware of the dog by Jamelia.
Still took her 10 seconds, though.
To the left, to the left.
Everything you own's in a box to the left.
Correct. Beyonce, America's answer to Jamelia. You could be the hottest, you could be the finest.
Javine the slag.
It don't matter to me, Javine.
Oh, okay, I've never heard of her.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town?
Make sure we sugar soap it first.
It was And All That Jazz by Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
Love is like a butterfly.
You put a pin to it.
It's not what I've got. As soft and gentle as a sigh, Dolly Parton. Okay. Right, here's the situation. You've got 11 points. You've got 2 points. Good luck. We can only hope for the best. Your time begins now. Rhythm is gonna get ya.
Rhythm is going to get you.
Getcha, getcha.
Get you.
Betcha,
Oh, it's going to
you
get you.
betcha. Quick, next! Come on, I want some points!
You'll get points, Lily.
Okay, just hurry up.
Rhythm is gonna get ya, rhythm is gonna get ya, rhythm is gonna get ya. Gloria Estefan.
1 point.
Thursday, watch the walls instead.
Just move on to the ones I know. Come on, please.
You know what you need?
No, Simon, it's getting harder!
Come with me. You need a hug. Yeah. I know, come stay in it. Just enjoy the hug. I know you feel you have issues with intimacy. You feel that you're not loved. You have 100,000 friends on MySpace, but are they real friends that you can touch? No, I'm touching you now. Okay? Everyone loves you here. You don't need points.
Okay.
You can just be you.
Okay, thank you.
Massive time up, I'm afraid. Phil's team have 2 points. Phil's team have 11 points. All right, that is the end of the show. So, thanks to Phil, Lily and Steve, Bill, Jamelia and Mark, this has been Never Mind the Buzzcocks. It's been a great series. What better way to end than with my favourite moment of the last 6 weeks? I'm going to pass it over. Any idea? Gets me every time. Good night.
Good night.
Buzzcocks returns in the new year, but look out for a Christmas special coming soon. Premiership football next tonight on BBC Two, Match of the Day 2.
Do you want another hug?
I would rather eat shit.